What am I doing here? I don't know. They just invited me to bring some food and cook.
So Culture Backstage is an international training program for entrepreneurship in the cultural field. So we selected 30 students, and I think we are all really proud of them.
The most necessary thing to start a project is, of course, besides knowing that what it's about, trying to figure out what's the environment of the project, what is the social reality of the project, who are the players and who are the possible participants of the project.
Everyone should be totally clear about their goals related to the content of a project he wants to work in. And I think this creates a lot of authenticity and maybe the best powerful position to find the right and the good partners. The main problem are misunderstandings, especially in the culture world. If an artist or curator meets a businessman, they have different terms, different ideas, and it's very important to get as clear as possible that you find out that you more or less talk in the same language.
It really depends also on how people approach the topics, what kind of communication cultures they come from, and what they really want. And I think if people are interested in quality and find themselves as a group and they want to do a qualitative product based on those values and everyone can say, yes, this is who we are, then it's going to work.
I guess that the body is the main tool that I use in my practice, in my work, because it can implant or install value systems, ideas, concepts, simply by moving or doing things. So my purpose is to complexify, to bring complexity, to bring also chaos, confusion, to make things messy, for the sake of finding in this mess, finding new pathways or new trajectories or new questions.
Sometimes you have topics and you talk about them with friends or with professionals, but always kind of you hear the same thing. Well, just mixing different point of views is really interesting. So I think inviting people, that's really interesting when you're doing an event like this.
I think it's a great project, what you're working on. And I see that you bring people together on a very high level. The experts, let's say, who lead a workshop, meet the expert of people who grow. And I think it's the best way to create interesting people working for culture and politics.
So I did the workshop on publishing. For the past year I was on the editing team of a literary magazine on the topic of borders. But now I wish I would have done the workshop here first. To me, the most important thing I learned in the workshop was that you need to have a really clear vision of what you want your magazine to be about and find a team that's really on board with that and find a topic and an aesthetic that also fits that topic, to bring those two things together.
But first I choose architecture because of course I'm really interested in that field, and I think first of all that we are mixing the disciplines. It's really interesting because architecture can really create social interaction and social moments that are putting people together, and that's a really great social value.
I came to Berlin, just decided to have a sabbatic year, and I met a really nice Brazilian crew and a lot of artists, really multicultural space also. We do improvisation actually, improvisation kitchen with performance. I'm a singer and an actor, and I also started cooking more here in Berlin. Try to mix everything, liking the food.
For me, it seems like it's built up in a very, let's say, sustainable way, because it's not just a one-off workshop, but that it's actually based on building up a network.
And I think what we need the most is a network of people that we can work with, that we can collaborate with, and that we can rely on, besides the numbers game, meaning money to finance ourselves and money to continue to create sustainably.
So that was very interesting, definitely with sitting around the people, with people from all over the world, from all over Europe, really interrogating our ideas of good solidarity work. It was good.
They are open, they want to collaborate, they want to come together, they want exchange and all this. because they know that they can be very lonely at some point when they go back to their cities and to their institutions. And then they need this network with other people somewhere else in the world that to also make them sure that what they are doing in their institution is right.
I was born in Poland, grew up in Germany, studied in the Netherlands, France, United States and the UK. So I think something out of the box can only be created when it's unexpected, and unexpected things happen when you put different people in a room together. And I can see that happening here.